What kind of businesses do you want to see on Noble Street?
Showers and thunderstorms becoming a bit less numerous across East Alabama as we head toward the weekend. We'll have the complete weekend forecast for all of East Alabama coming up.
Jacksonville State is losing a legend on the baseball field. We will tell you about it coming up in sports. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Good evening, and thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News for Thursday, June 15th, 2023. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
Main Street Anniston is hosting a walking visioning tour of the downtown business district next week. This tour will be the first step in creating a real estate development plan for Anniston. Joining the walk will be representatives of Main Street Alabama and Place and Main advisors who are helping the city create the plan. Carla Eden, director of Main Street Anniston, says it will focus on identifying potential reuse for vacant and underutilized properties along Noble and surrounding streets. The public is invited to walk along with planners and tell them the kinds of businesses they want to see in downtown Anniston. Aside from the public's recommendations, the planners will also evaluate several downtown buildings and review data about the area before completing their assessment. The project is being sponsored by a grant from the U.S. Economic Development Administration. If you would like to take part in the walking tour, it will begin next Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. in front of Anniston's future City Hall at 1129 Noble Street.
When we return, we'll tell you about the state of Calhoun County's cities.
Well, my name's Mike Craven, and we recently purchased an open carport, metal carport from Waldrop Manufacturing. I have an extra car. We have a very small home, very small driveway. And I needed somewhere just to park another vehicle, just out of the weather. And I had been told by 2 or 3 friends that knew we had recently remodeled a home that Waldrops were the people that you need to go talk to. I was in that area one day and I thought, hey, I'll just stop in, and I did without calling, and greeted warmly, well taken care of. It was just, really the whole process was just good from day one.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Calhoun County's mayors gathered this morning at a forum sponsored by the Calhoun County Area Chamber and Visitor Center. It was the annual State of the Cities gathering, and most of the reports contained good news about economic development and growth. The mayors also discussed various municipal projects such as road paving, recreational improvements, and infrastructure repair. Anniston was represented by its vice mayor, Councilwoman Sierra Smith, who said that the city serves as the hub for most of the county's social service agencies. She says 2 major projects that will impact low-income residents throughout the county are about to become a reality.
We are transforming the city in a way that not only establishes longevity, but provides services that will not only impact the city of Anniston, but the entire region. There has been constant conversation, especially when I got into office, over the years how to effectively address this region's homelessness issue. Majority of the services pertaining to the homeless population are located here in the city of Anniston. And because of that, our leadership established a homelessness task force coalition led by United Way to discover some opportunities and some possible solutions. Over the year, thanks to the efforts of our task force, we are in process of establishing an emergency and transitional shelter.
Smith says that along with the homeless shelter, Anniston and several other partners are also working to address another critical need for the county's underserved population.
Additionally, we are excited to finally see our partnership with RMC, St. Michael's, and David Satcher come to fruition. There are thousands of uninsured citizens in our region, and we want to extend those services in a greater way. In order to ensure quality of life, our disadvantaged citizens have to have access to health care. That's not only a regional problem, that is a nationwide problem. St. Michael's Clinic has been doing it for years, and this new facility will be fully completed this fall. That will further those efforts.
Meanwhile, commercial development continues to flourish in Oxford, according to Mayor Alton Kraft. He says the entire region is getting a big boost from his city's latest project.
One of the big news, of course, is we have a women's professional softball team coming to Oxford, the Vipers. They will start, is it this week or next? They've already started, but they actually play in Oxford, I think, next week, right? And so look forward to that. I hope all of y'all will come down to the park and be a part of that. All you cities and towns in the whole region should come in, and when you come into the park, we've made sure that we want to be a regional partner with everybody, and so we put flags up for everybody. So every city's got your name up there. We want everybody to know that you exist, because that's what we found out when I first came into office, is that no one knew we existed. And so this region has been for a long time just held out into the back somewhere and nobody talked about us. But I do appreciate, like you said, the cooperation that we're having with other municipalities, other regions, other business partners that we're doing.
Kraft says Chocolaca Park is truly a regional facility, and the people it brings into the county are also visiting the other cities while they're in the community. He believes that the welcome they receive throughout Calhoun County is unique.
I go all over the country and I tell this to people all the time. I'd like to say it's just Oxford people that are wonderful, but it's this entire area that people are wonderful. People come to this area. Y'all will not, I mean, some of you do believe it, but I talk to these folks all the time. I said, what do you like about this area? Y'all act like y'all want us to be here. I mean, that just seems like, doesn't everybody want you to be here? And apparently that's not the case. So we do have a unique culture here. And I think that we need to keep pulling together and working together and hopefully make this the greatest area and the best kept secret that there's ever been.
So what about all this sunshine today?
It was lovely today, very lovely. I'm hoping that this continues. We've got some sporting events to attend this evening, so hopefully we'll have good weather.
I have an idea. Let's turn to John Holder in the EAN Weather Center and ask him, John, do we expect the bad weather to return anytime soon?
Well, it's kind of yes and no, Mike and Katie. Yes, those showers and thunderstorms are going to hang around for part of the weekend, but no, not nearly what we've seen the last couple of days across East Alabama. We will break down the forecast next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Showers and thunderstorms a lot less numerous today across East Alabama. Really just a few out there across the East Alabama landscape today. Sunshine, the high 81 degrees, still below average for this time of year. Our nighttime low this morning was 65 degrees. You see the record high and the record low temperatures. And again, we are less than a week away from the official start of summertime, and those long days still occurring. 7:55, the sunset time. We still have a lot of sunshine well after 8 o'clock in the evenings here across East Alabama, and that's going to continue for the next several weeks. Weather on your street tonight, we're going to take you out to Pleasant Valley, Emily Circle, not very far from Pleasant Valley High School. Evening storm certainly possible out there this evening, about 65 degrees. Again, about a 60% chance of any one location seeing a storm tonight. So most folks will probably see something, but again, there will be some folks that will be rain-free overnight tonight. Heading into your Friday, just isolated storms out on Noah and Metters Parkway in Lindlock. That's heading out toward Woodland Park in the north part of Anniston. 87 for the high tomorrow. And again, we're looking at only about a 1 in 3 chance of a storm tomorrow afternoon with the heating of the day. So we are returning to more typical summertime weather for your Friday. And as we look ahead to the weekend, that all-important weekend forecast, showers are going to be returning in big numbers again by Sunday afternoon for Father's Day. Homewood Drive in Oxford looking at upper 80s. Chance of rain on Saturday about 20%, but that chance of rain on Sunday bumps all the way up to 60% by the time we get to Sunday afternoon for Father's Day. So we may be dodging numerous showers and thunderstorms by Father's Day afternoon on Homewood Drive down in South Oxford. The 7-day forecast. Not a lot of changes coming up. You'll notice a big uptick in the number of showers and thunderstorms beginning Sunday afternoon. That will last into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Those rain chances from 50 to 70% during that time frame. Temperatures not changing a whole lot. We're still in the mid to upper 60s for nighttime lows and mainly in the mid to upper 80s for daytime highs. Tomorrow, those showers and thunderstorms will be few and far between, same way for Saturday as well, so at least part of the weekend will be pretty good. This is our 24-hour rainfall ending at 7 a.m. this morning, and you see most of the heavy rainfall where the storms were yesterday and last night down in central and south Alabama. Here, the biggest area of storms that we had and the biggest rainfall was in eastern St. Clair County, western Calhoun County. Those areas, in this yellow right here, about 2 inches of rainfall. Plus, there's a big swath of southern Calhoun County around the Anniston, Oxford area. We had in those areas around 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall. And then most of Calhoun and Cleveland counties getting at least 0.5 to 1 inch of rainfall. So some much needed rainfall in those showers and thunderstorms that came yesterday to East Alabama. Well, there will be a big change at the head baseball coaching position at Jacksonville State University. Chase Robinson has all the details.
Thanks, John. After 22 seasons leading the Jack State Gamecock baseball team and 41 seasons coaching Division I baseball, Jim Case announced he's retiring. Looking at some of what Coach Case accomplished at Jack State, he leaves with a 673 and 559 record overall, with 3 regular season conference titles in 05, 08, and 09, 5 conference tournament titles in 2004, 06, 2010, 2014, and 2019. The Gamecocks have also made 5 NCAA regional appearances. Coach Case was the OVC Coach of the Year 3 times. He also has seen 28 of his players move on into Major League Baseball organizations. Jacksonville State will begin their nationwide search for a new head baseball coach immediately as the Gamecocks move into Conference USA on July 1st. Saturday night, 6 new members of the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame will be inducted. Here's a look at the 2023 class. Mike Battles and June Evans, both former coaches at Welborn, 2 former Oxford Yellow Jackets, Jason Jack and Barney Wilson, a former Anniston Bulldog in Terry McCord, and former White Plains Wildcat Chris Garman. Board President of the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame, joined us in studio on Southern Sports Now, and he talked to us about this special class.
And so successful, even beyond sports, and impacted so many people in so many ways. You can ask any of these players that played for the coaches of what Coach Battles, Coach Evans meant to them. Chris Garman was an outstanding coach as well. So Jason Jack has been very successful beyond athletics. I'm very proud of him. He represents his family very well. And sadly, Chris Garman has passed away. And I think to that call that night, Chase, and just how humbled he was with that, and just couldn't believe it, and looking so forward to this evening. So his family will be here in his honor, and just a big deal for the White Plains community, for the Jacksonville State community, and especially for the Garman family.
This will be the 18th Hall of Fame class with 112 total inductees. Ken Grissom also shared with us the mission behind the Hall of Fame and how it's not just for athletes they put in the Hall of Fame.
Our mission, Chase, is to honor those that have brought honor to Calhoun County through sports, and that could be as an athlete, that could be as a coach, that could be as an administrator, that could even be a broadcaster. So Malcolm Street was one of our early inductees, so a little tip of the hat to Malcolm.
The induction banquet is this Saturday night at the Oxford Civic Center. If you would like tickets, there are a limited amount left, and you can call 256-282-3255 888-3380 for more information. That's it for sports. Let's head back over to Mike and Katie.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News.
Please check back with us every weekday evening around 6:30 on either Facebook or YouTube to see what's been happening in your community. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a comment while you're there.
We'll see you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.